Good morning, Junior 5. Today we have a new lesson which is called Environmental Balance. Environmental balance. Okay? In this unit, we talk about the relationship between the living organisms. Okay? And we say that I said that we have three relationships, like number 1, predation, number 2, symbiosis, number 3, saprophytism. Okay? In this lesson, we will talk about number 1, the ecosystem. What is the meaning of ecosystem? Look at these two pictures. You will see what? You will see that in the first picture here, you have trees, okay, water, soil, okay, and there is living organisms inside this water. And also in the second picture, you will see also water and animals, okay, and rocks. Yes or no? Yes. So you have to know both of them are considered as ecosystem. What is the meaning of ecosystem? Ecosystem is any natural area. Any natural area, including living organisms and non-living things. Any area contains living organisms and non-living things, it is considered as an ecosystem. So, what is the meaning of the ecosystem? Ecosystem is any natural area including living things like plants, animals, and non-living things like water, oil, and soil. Water, air, and soil. Okay, water, air, and soil. Okay, Junior 5. So what is the meaning of the ecosystem? Ecosystem is any natural area including living organisms like plants, animals, and human, and non-living things like water, soil, and air. Okay, Junior 5. After that, you have to know the components of any ecosystem. I said any ecosystem consists of living organisms and non-living things. So, living organisms like plants, fungi, algae, and animals. Okay, and non-living things like water, air, and soil. Water, air, and soil. Okay, and living organisms like plants, animals, human, and fungi. Okay. Classification of ecosystems. We have many types of the ecosystem. Okay, we have small ecosystem, large ecosystem, and very large ecosystem. Okay, we have small ecosystem, large ecosystem, and very large ecosystem. Okay, small ecosystem like the area of land, okay, or water pond. This water pond, for example, consists of water, air, and maybe some aquatic organisms. Okay, aquatic organisms are living organisms. The land, for example, consists of what? Consists of water, air, rocks, animals, and human. Okay, so it's considered as a ecosystem because they contain living things and non-living things. Okay. Number 2, large ecosystem. Okay, the large ecosystem maybe contain more number of components, so it considered as a large ecosystem like forest, desert, and ocean. Number 3, very large ecosystem as the universe. Very large, contain more much more members inside the ecosystem. So it is considered as a very large ecosystem. So we have small ecosystem like pond and land. Number 2, large ecosystem like ocean, desert, and forest. The last type, very large ecosystem, consists of much more members like the universe, and it's considered as the unified ecosystem. Okay? After that, I will talk about the environmental balance. Environmental balance. What is the meaning of environmental balance? The balance between the components of the ecosystem. What is the meaning of the balance? Equal. Okay, the components. Okay, the components of the ecosystem. There is a balance between them. Okay, like this picture, balance. They are equal. Okay, equal components. No component, no one more than the second. Okay, there is balance between the components. Balance. Okay, you have to know that there are factors that harm the environmental balance. They are factors affect the environmental balance, like the natural changes and man interference. Okay, man activities. Natural changes like natural change, disappearance of some organisms and appearance of other organisms. What will happen in the natural change? The change in the natural conditions in the ecosystem cause a disturbance. What is the meaning of disturbance? Disturbance means unbalance. Okay, disturbance means unbalance. So the changing in the natural conditions in the ecosystem cause a disturbance that lead to disappearance of some organisms and appearance of other types of organisms, new organisms. Okay, example about the natural changes. Okay, and what happens due to the natural change? Disappearance of dinosaurs. So the natural change, okay, it means that change in the natural conditions in the ecosystem lead to disappearance of these organisms which live on the old conditions and appear in new conditions. So it will lead to appearance of other new organisms. Okay? Number 2, man activities like cutting down the trees, burning forest, pollution the environment. Pollution the environment, it means pollute the air, the water, and the soil. So, cutting down trees, number 2, burning forests, number 3, pollution of the environment due to all human activities. All of them due to the human activities. Okay? So what will happen due to the man activities? Lead to disturbance of the environmental balance. Unbalance here, junior 5. Okay? Lead to disturbance of the environmental balance. So when I ask you what are the factors that harm the environmental balance, number 1, natural changes like disturbance. Natural change, it means a change of the conditions in the ecosystem. Okay? Number 2, the human activities or the man activities or man interference. Okay. What are the factors that keep the environmental balance? What are the factors that keep the environmental balance? You have to know that we have some food relationship help in keeping the environmental balance. Keep the environmental balance, like predation and saprophytism. Predation and saprophytism. The effect of predation organizes the number of prey population. Okay, organize the number of prey. Why? Predators help prey to get rid of weak or sick members. Okay, predation. Okay, during the predation, the strong animal or the predator eat the prey, which are what? Sick and weak. And let the strong ones reproduce, adding strong members to the population, okay, to the species. Okay, so the predation helps us to get rid of the weak or the sick members, okay, of the organism, and let the strong or allow the strong ones to reproduce and give us strong members. Okay, if there were no predators in the ecosystem, number of prey will increase. Number of prey will increase. So the effect of predation organizes the number of prey population. Okay, if there were no predators in the ecosystem, it means the number of prey will increase. After that, give reason. Predation relationship plays an important role in keeping the balance of the ecosystem. Why, Junior 4? Because the predation relationship organizes the number of prey population. Organize the number of prey population. And if there is no predators, it means that the number of the prey will increase. Number 2, the effect of saprophytism. Saprophytism help us to get rid of dead bodies. Okay, I said the saprophytism. It's a relationship where the organism can benefit from the body of dead animals, okay, or dead bodies. So, if there were no saprophytes, saprophytes in the ecosystem, the environmental balance will be disturbed. What is the meaning of disturbed? It means unbalanced. Like what? The Earth's surface will be covered with the bodies of dead organisms. The Earth's surface will be covered with the bodies of dead organisms. Okay? You understand, Junior 4? Junior 5, sorry. So you have to make a quick revision. Okay? I said what is the meaning of the ecosystem. Ecosystem, any natural area, consists of living organisms and non-living things. Okay? Living organisms like animals, plants, humans, and fungi, and non-living things like air, water, and soil. We have many types of the ecosystem: small, large, very large. Environmental balance, it's the balance between the components of the ecosystem, and also we have factors affect the environmental balance or harm the environmental balance, affect negatively, okay, like natural changes and the main interference or human activities. Factors that keep the environmental balance, like predation and saprophytism. What will happen if the predation were no predators? It means that the ecosystem will be it means that the number of prey in the ecosystem will increase. Okay. If there is no saprophytes, what will happen? It means that the Earth's surface will be covered with the bodies of dead organisms. Okay? Thank you, Junior 5.